am here with Louisa, and we've been working together for the past few months now in Confident Italian. And she's been very kind to share with us her experience. So I am just going to let her tell us what happened. And the first thing I would like to ask is when we first met, when you first came across my work, where were you at with your spoken Italian and how did you feel about it?
Okay. Well, where was I? I was at a point where I was tired of learning grammar. I was teaching myself. I had a grammar book. I was watching YouTube videos. And then I progressed to getting an online tutor, and I was having, I guess, lessons once a week. But I felt I needed to do more. And I was almost ready. I mean, I was ready, but I didn't have the courage just yet. And when somehow you came across on the internet, I went, "Oh, this is an interesting approach. I had never. Your program is very unique. I don't think anyone is offering what you offer." And I thought to myself, "Well, this would complement what I've done and am currently doing with a tutor, and let's see how it works." And I'm so glad I did. It was. I have to say, I was very I'm kind of a shy person anyway, so the idea of talking virtually to others was scary. And then not having much confidence in my speaking ability was also another hurdle to get past. And, all the typical things that new students have, like, oh, I'm going to make so many mistakes and they'll think I'm stupid. But after speaking with you, you assured me that what I was experiencing is just normal. This is just what we call normal. So that put me at ease and gave me, it kind of was the push to do your program.
Oh, I'm glad that it happened because I really enjoyed working with you. And I must say, so please say what do you think has changed since we started working together for you?
What has changed is that I am no longer so hung up on worrying about what other people are going to think of me when I'm trying to speak a language I'm not that familiar with. It's like, lascia perdere, as they say, let it go. I, um, I think that was what got me from here to over here. There was this like speed bump that I just couldn't get past until I actually did it. And your program is very welcoming. It's a very safe environment. Other people are, the students are all feeling the same way, and your gentle coaching makes it seem like this is okay. If you make a mistake, so what? That's how you learn. That's the only way you're going to learn. Yeah. So
Yeah.
get your nose out of a book and start practicing what you've learned. And we all will always feel like we don't know enough, but that'll always be the case. You can always know more, but the idea is to communicate.
Yes. Communication over perfection. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you remember any specific wins or something over the past few weeks that you said, "Oh, no, I did this. That's cool." Do you remember any of
Yeah,
this?
I do. It was like around the 6 week mark. Like I said, I've been doing weekly online tutorial sessions with someone. And I did not tell this teacher what I've been doing. I wanted to keep it hidden just to see if he would notice if I was improving. Well, one day he goes, "Wow, you are speaking very well." And I said, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Yes, you're speaking with more confidence and you're actually completing sentences. And even if I didn't know a word, I would come up with another word." And he's been telling me that you have really come a long way. And when I'm finished with the program, I will tell him. But I just wanted to keep it a little secret. But yeah, that was the first sign. And then another thing I noticed is that I wouldn't stress out so much about leaving a message. And I would spend a long time preparing, looking up words, trying to write everything down. And now it's more natural. It's like, okay, I have a thought, and then I kind of write down some notes. And yeah, I will stumble on sentences, and sometimes I'll check my grammar. I go, "Oh, yeah, that wouldn't sound very good." And then, but I don't perspire as much leaving messages on Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
know that's a big deal for you because you did prepare a lot.
yes. But now I can speak a little more extemporaneously. I also have this issue speaking in English when I have to speak with others. This is just my personality, but um, I don't think that'll ever go away. But I do feel more at ease.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you. That made my day. So, um, okay, so what would you say to someone who is thinking about doing this, but they're not quite sure? What would you say to them? Any advice?
Well, I would imagine the reason why they're not sure is maybe for various reasons. One, is it worth the expense, the time commitment? Um, will I will I actually make progress? I mean, these are probably the more common concerns someone
Yeah.
might have. So I would say yes, it's worth the expense because of what you get out of it. Maybe at first it doesn't seem like you're making progress, but pian piano, like the Italians like to say, you will make progress. You cannot not make progress, even if you put a little bit of effort in. The time. So I like your program because there were weeks when I was very busy with because of work and other commitments. I didn't have much time, but I still committed to doing the weekly exercises and responding occasionally. And some weeks I was more active versus in others. But I like how it's not like your typical traditional learning model where you have to do homework and it has to be done by a certain time. You can participate as much as you want. And then the hurdle of public speaking, because it is sort of a little bit like public speaking where you have to record your voice and other people can hear it. But I have to say, no one is judging you. Everyone's in the same situation. I mean, when I'm listening to the other students, I'm not judging them. I go, oh my God, that's so great that they were able to say that. I wish I could have said it that way. We're all learning.
Yeah. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
I am learning too from you guys. Because I must say, every student that I get, I am inspired by the fact that the way they commit to living each time a message all the time, and it doesn't matter if it can be like every day or every 2 days. I like that, even though, like you said, they might for a week they might be a little bit quieter because something is going on, but I like that they get back to it because that shows how they are committed to it, and that commitment then shows into the result that they get. If you do it consistently and you know what you're doing in terms of guidance, that's what allows you to progress. And you've been a great example of this. I know that for you, sometimes not being so easy to always leave messages, but you kept doing it and you kept on it. And even though you were so like, stuff was going on, you were so committed to it, and that is now what allow you to reach your goal. And yeah, I'm very happy for you. So thank you for sharing this with us.
I want to mention that your corrections. So I appreciate that you didn't nitpick every little thing that I said. You focus on the bigger things, and your explanation is very clear. I wrote them all down. And yes, I can sometimes still make the same mistake, but I know with time that will resolve itself. But your patience and the way you explain things is very helpful. You never came across as, oh my God, this woman made the same mistake again. How many times do I have to tell her? I never got that from you. And also your I liked the way you formed the exercises where at the end were to ask you a question. And so that revealed more of yourself, and also listening to how a native Italian speaks. That all, I would listen to you go, oh, that's an interesting way of saying that. And so it's the whole thing. And I must say, I want to go back to your previous question about another milestone that I notice is that I'm starting to think in Italian. As I go through my day, I narrate what I do and I'm thinking and speaking out loud in Italian. Now, do I sound like a crazy person? Probably. I don't care. As I'm at work and I'm going up and down the stairs, I'm narrating what I'm doing. And I also have to say, um, if I didn't want to learn Italian so I could speak with my relatives in LA, I think another reason to learn the language is that it's so beautiful. And to me, it's like singing. It's so melodic, and I cannot sing at all, but when I speak Italian, I feel like I'm singing an opera. So it's so satisfying.
Well, thank you, Louisa. I appreciate you what you have shared. And for whoever is watching, if you're interested in working together, find the link below to apply to work together. We'll evaluate your level and we'll see if this one-on-one mentorship could actually be for you. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.
Ciao.